In a village, there was a boy around 10 to 12 years old, living with his parents. One day that boy went to his grandfather's village after many years and met him. While playing, one day he said to his grandfather, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I will become very successful. Can you tell me some ways to become successful?" His grandfather smiled and looked at him and said yes. His grandfather took him to a plant shop where small plants were available. Then his grandfather bought two small plants and they went back home. After coming home, he planted one of the plants in a big pot and kept that pot inside the house and planted the other plant outside the house. Then he asked, "What do you think? Which plant will grow better in the future?" The boy thought for a moment and said to his grandfather, "The plant we planted inside the house will grow better because it will stay safe from all problems inside the house. And the plant we planted outside faces many risks like strong storms, heavy rain, and even animals." His grandfather smiled and said, "Let's see in the future what happens with both of these plants." After that, he went back to his parents. Then, 5 years later, the boy returned to his grandfather's house. After seeing his grandfather, he asked again, "Grandpa, last time I asked you how to become successful in life, but you didn't tell me. Now you have to tell me." His grandfather smiled and said, "First, let's look at the two plants we planted a few years ago." Saying this, his grandfather took him to the place where they kept the plant inside the house. They saw that the plant had become a big plant. Then they went to the place where they had planted the other plant outside. They saw that the small plant had now grown into a huge, massive tree. Its branches were very strong and long, and its shadow covered the entire ground. Now, the boy's grandfather looked at him and asked, "Tell me, which plant has grown bigger and stronger? Which plant has become more successful?" The boy said, "The plant we planted outside," but then asked, "Grandpa, how is this possible? This plant must have faced many dangerous situations. It must have encountered many problems. Yet how did it become such a big tree?" His grandfather looked at him and said, "You are right. The plant we planted outside must have faced many problems, and it is by facing those problems that the plant has become so big and massive, and now it can extend its branches as much as it wants. And the challenges like storms and heavy rain make its branches even stronger, and that is why it has become a huge tree today, and now, all those problems seem small in front of it." His grandfather looked at him again and said, "Son, always remember one thing. As long as you don't struggle in your life, as long as you don't go through difficulties, you won't be able to achieve success in your life. If you always choose the comfortable path in life, you won't grow as much as you could. But if you are always ready to face any problem, always ready to struggle, then no destination will be impossible for you. And then even the biggest problems will seem small to you." After hearing this, the boy took a deep breath, and then he looked towards that huge tree. His grandfather's words were echoing in his mind. Problems, obstacles, difficulties, we often think of these as enemies in our life. But these obstacles and difficulties make us stronger and make us more successful in life. And as someone once said, if you are not facing any problems in life, then understand that you are on the wrong path. So friends, if you want this story to reach more people, then like this video so that YouTube can show this video to more people. And if you like this story, do subscribe to the channel. See you next time with another story like this. Thank you.